Hey everybody, today we are in Sarasota, Florida at Myakka River State Park. We've never been to this state park before. There are a few really cool things to see. I'm going to take you around to look at them. Let's go have some fun. We made our first stop of the day. We're due to see some alligators. There's more gators peeking their eyeballs out. Up ahead down there. First trail we're going to hit is this Canopy Walk nature trail. This trail leads us to one of, I think, the only free tree type course in Florida, 75 feet in the air. Get good views of the park. Can go up in the tower and see for miles and miles. And this trail is loaded with palm trees. This is the exit tower here. And there it is. A tree walk. Look at this. It's a little tiny turtle. He's in his shell.
He's afraid.
Got a map here of the canopy walkways of the world. And away we go. This is the height. All right. It's not too bad. Here's the view down. There you go. Made it across. All right, we made it across the bridge. Let's go further up. Oh, there's a little bit of a distance to go.
Yeah, I can't look up or down.
Here comes Mary. She cheated.
I cheated.
And she's too afraid to go across the bridge. You're not supposed to go up the exit. But Mary broke the rules.
I'm a rule breaker.
So, here's a look at the bridge from up above. Alright, last set of steps. Mary was a little scared to keep going too high here, so 76 feet up here. Lots of bugs. And they do have like a pay telescope here. Check it out. awesome views. Just a ton of bugs. And it is so wobbly up here. And that's the view down. Let's start heading back. There's Mary. Alright, so we continue on the path. That's the view down below. Look at how these trees grow around each other. Again with the meeting of trees.
They loved each other.
Yellow rat snakes in the area here. There's a bridge. Lots of animal prints.
Oh yeah.
Probably deer. Everything looks just so cool. Squirrel in this tree just scared the hell out of me, but I just watched a little scorpion go past over here. There he is. Scary squirrel. There's our friend, Mr. Bob E. Cat. Hunting by night. Come up to another bridge. Wow. No immediately visible gators. Back on the trail. Next up, we're going to take a tour on the Myakka River Queen. Now the boat is an extra charge. It's 20 bucks per person for a boat ride. And they also have tram tours here as well. So you either buy the boat ride or a tram tour, or the two combined. I think the two combined runs $32. The tram tour alone is also $20. So 20 plus 20, you're saving $8 if you do both. We're just doing the boat. And while we're waiting, got vultures. We're gonna get on the boat here in a moment. Looky who we found here, over by the docks. We've got a water marker sign here to give you an idea how deep it is here, where it goes up to.
Fire extinguishers and fire pumps can be located.
Are you getting all of this?
Mid and rear of the vessel. The fire suppression system times out any passenger rates.
By the way, mask wearing does not exist here.
Tobacco use is not permitted during the duration of the tour.
If you are concerned,
Alcohol and other intoxicating
don't go for a boat ride.
When you step down, the boat is 9
Away we
o'clock.
go.
Straight ahead, the boat is 12. And off to the right is 3. Yeah, young children, you might want Atlantic Ocean. As the Atlantic waters fell, they pulled out the indentation that became the Myakka Valley, which includes the river, the upper, and the lower lakes. This is an anhinga over here at 130 on the right. And the widest part is directly in front of us from the mouth of the boat basin to the opposite shore. There's about a mile. 2 miles up to the right is where the Myakka flows into the lake. And a quarter of a mile down to the left is where it exits. It runs from the 1st of June to the end of September.
This is all
So we're
water
in the dry
dependent
time
on
of the year
rainfall.
now. We don't get much rain in the winter, so the level of the lake has been dropping pretty quickly. The deepest part of the lake right now will be out about 1 o'clock out in the middle of the lake, and that could be 4 feet deep. Near the shore going down, then I'll turn the boat around down the way so you folks on the
Gators in the water over here.
Near the shore coming back. Don't get in the water with them at all. We have people who do. We have fishermen that'll wade out. They'll stand waist deep out in the water, casting out, catching fish, put them on stringers, on their belts. Alligators swimming around them. Gators don't even bother much closer to this because the water level really gets very shallow real quick here. This boat doesn't take a whole lot of water to stay afloat, but you wouldn't want to get stuck here.
Gators up on the banks.
So you have to dig to find out. They don't like that.
Swimming right next to us.
Yeah. Thanks for coming up, buddy. They were laying right up in the reeds here. I guess they decided that. Oh, there's some over there. That's a tricolored heron just flew by. There's another one up on the bank there too. People see the
There's
birds
a gator
walking
right behind
the
that bird.
alligators like that one over there. You know, they often think, "What the heck's with that bird? Is it nuts?" Doesn't it know that gator here? Just grab it. Of course, they're not always looking for food either. They have very slow metabolism, alligators. They only eat 2 or 3 times a week during the warm months of the year. Cold months of the year, they eat 2 or 3 times a month. That common white
Gators up on the bank.
can actually break plastic down into its constituent parts. Mushrooms. The process is called mucosity. Those dark birds over there are glossy ibis. His name was Tojo. Tojo's living up there in Cincinnati in air-conditioned quarters, being fed a diet of tilapia, just living the life of Riley up there in Cincinnati. It cost too much money. So Tojo went into a slow decline, and he never got to go on his state tour. He hung in there, though, for another 7.5 years. Kicked the bucket, went to alligator heaven at the ripe old age of 79.5 years old.
So the boat tour was okay. I think we've been on better boat tours in parks. You know,
Yeah.
show you more stuff to see. You kind of just went out into the lake and came back around. I'll be honest though, I completely passed out once we started heading back.
I was going to take a picture, but I was like, nah.
Yeah, so very relaxing, but not a lot to see.
No.
We've come up to Ranch House Road. Got a little snaky here. This walkway is awesome. This is kind of reminiscent of Wormhole in Savannah. Look at this tree. It's like it's furry. Hello, furry tree. So our boat captain told us that there's 43 miles of trails here in this park. We're not staying here overnight this time, but we will be back in I think 2 months where we have a campsite booked. But this was kind of to get a feel of everything. I saw some videos online of that tree canopy trail, and I wanted to be able to check that out. So here we are in Sarasota. And then there's always a bench. Some signage here. Meadow Sweet Pastures. This is what it looked like way back when. In 1912, this area right here was the ranch foreman's homestead what's left of it. Got a little tribute here, and there is a similar foundation piece over here. There it is. I think we've hit a point of turning around. What's in the tree? I'm not sticking my hand in there. It's the extent of the wildlife that we're seeing here besides snakes. Got a little area here called Fisherman's Loop. Like little paddle boats. You can go out here and get your fishing on. Back on the bridge that we came in on. There's gators out there now, up on the banks. So while we're not camping here this time around, I'm just going to take you around really quick. In the old prairie camping area. A little bit different than where we stayed last week, where things were spaced out, as the camping spots are kind of right on top of each other here.
Mm-hmm.
I think when we stay here in a couple of months, we'll be in spot 64. There's a tent camper over there. There are a lot of camping spots, but there's not a lot of room in between them, that's for sure. And there's a wash house here. They've got a washer and dryers outside. Now we're going to head into Palmetto Bridge, which is, I believe, the newer of the loops here. Check out the space where we'll be staying in a couple of months. These spots have gravel in them. And they still are pretty close to each other. There's some nice brush or vegetation in between the spots, though, kind of blocking the view of your neighbors. Got a tent camper over here. This is the spot where I will be in a couple of months.
Nice.
The last thing I want to take a look at before we get out of here, we're on Cabin Road. I really wanted to rent one of these cabins here. From what I've seen online, they're beautiful, very secluded, and I think they run about $70 a night. These are cabins 1 and 2. Isn't that cool? They're built in the 30s.
Yeah.
It's part of a work program. And with the cabins, you need to rent them at least 2 nights consecutively. Let's see where it's like all the way in the back.
Oh yeah, there you
Way
go.
off the road. That's the way to go. Cabin 4. Nicely tucked away in there. Cabin 5, nobody's home. Look at the view back there. Well, I think we're going to get out of Myakka River State Park. This was a beautiful park. I didn't see everything that I wanted to see, and I know that there's more to see hiking-wise and stuff, but we'll be back. So we'll have stuff to look forward to when we get back to this park in a couple of months. Some good alligator sighting here. The alligators are certainly large. They're very big.
And they're everywhere.
Yes. But we're going to get out of here. So thanks a lot for coming along. Thank you very much for all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great day. See you guys.